Hi, I'm Tony.
And I'm Diane.
Welcome to our Ask Tony and Diane series, where we are sharing our experiences about living with and caring for someone with diabetes.
Our family is not unlike yours.
I've had type 1 diabetes for 37 years.
And my son was diagnosed in 2010.
Diane and I would like to invite you into our lives as we talk about our everyday experiences and share our perspectives on living life with diabetes.
My family had just experienced a very acute, life-changing diagnosis with my son being diagnosed with diabetes. And when I met Tony, he was immediately warm and friendly and very understanding and very sympathetic, but also brought a little bit of humor and kind of disarmed me a little bit with the, oh, I'm so stressed out, everything is just so new, I don't understand. And he was offered this very deliberate and methodical approach to explaining how things work. He was like, let's just take all the emotion out of it and talk about, for example, Windows on an XP, HP, Windows on a Dell. It's still Windows and different computers, but it's all, and he gave me this kind of tools to just be okay one day at a time. And a funny story is when we met, he had an insulin pump and I was very unsure, and his advice was just get used to it. It's not going anywhere. And I remember thinking, yeah, I got used to it. My son has an insulin pump. This makes perfect sense. And as a result of, I think, the type of people that we are and our personalities being very similar, it was a natural progression into having stronger feelings. And honestly, I don't know that diabetes played a very big part in it, aside from it just he happens to have diabetes and my son happens to have diabetes. But I think all things being equal, if none of those parts existed, that this still would have happened, because it was just that.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, we did meet through the Type 1 Rider organization back when your son got diagnosed. But as you know, if you live with diabetes, it's always around, right? It's always around. Test strips laying there, they get everywhere. Did you remember to grab the insulin while you were running out the door? Did you grab spare pods because you're going on a trip, getting on the airplane, that kind of thing? But it wasn't really a big, our relationship was just about two people falling in love with each other. And diabetes didn't have a lot to do with that besides the initial contact. And as far as blending the family together, I think if anything, it might have made it a little bit easier.
I agree.
There was, for the kids, there was common ground.
Nothing unfamiliar. Each of them understood what was going on with everybody, and Tony's children had seen their father, all had never known anything different, so it wasn't a weird or foreign thing.
That's right. And
my son, my daughters are younger and they really don't remember anything before his diagnosis either, so it was, in fact, I think it probably brought a great deal of comfort. We decided to sit all of the children down as a family and kind of have like a family commitment and tell each other that we're all important to each other. And at no point during that conversation about, how much fun we have with each other and, how great our day was, did anybody at all talk about finger sticks or bolusing or any of those things. So,
and I think the underlying theme, and you'll probably hear us talk about it a lot, is we accept diabetes as part of the normal life, and it is.
You don't have any choice.
You don't have any choice. It's not going anywhere.
Nope.
But we work very, very hard to not make it this overwhelming force in our life. We do run our organizations, and we're very focused on trying to find a cure and march towards better technology and that kind of thing. But when it comes to just being a family, it's really about, did we make enough pancakes for breakfast, and who wants pink milk, chocolate milk, and regular milk for
what are we
dinner?
Packing for lunch, and did you go to the grocery store? Or did we pay the light bill?
Normal stuff.
It's funny because, and that it's something that people ask all the time. It's like, oh, well, it must be weird having people with diabetes, 2 people with diabetes in there. No, it's funny because you find 2 different test strips inside your sock drawer, all these things, and it becomes this, in a weird, like macabre kind of way, it's very comforting because nobody's alone. We are a family and we all understand what each other are going through. There's no judgment and there's no singling one person out. Nobody feels out of place. We all belong together, and we were a family the minute we all got into one room. It was like, where have you guys been? So. And yeah, there's nothing I could say better than that for sure. Well, thanks again for asking the questions, and keep them coming. Bye. Thank you.